John Roberts was a quiet man and well-versed in the law. When he arrived upon the court, the right liked what it saw. His opinions coincided with Scalia perfectly, like in Citizens United. Maybe this will work. That profound obscenity.
Yeah!
They then took up Obamacare to kill it, a slam dunk. But Roberts' family was worried. He had slipped into a funk. He's reading Karl Marx. He's taking LSD. He's become a couch potato watching MSNBC. He dusted off his college albums of the Grateful Dead and had a vision that a penalty is just instead. His opinion now is history the liberals would defend. All hail the new John Roberts, Barack Obama's new best friend. So a few weeks ago, when I left Washington, that whining city on a hill, and when you leave Washington, there's these signs along the highway, now leaving Washington, resume ethical behavior. And I left Congress in its usual state of gridlock. Gridlock in Washington is just another word for normal. And the best example of that was a few months ago, they wanted to commemorate the holiday Cinco de Mayo, and they couldn't agree on a date. Now, since I was last here, New York State has legalized same-sex marriage, which paves the way for Donald Trump to be engaged to himself. Have you ever been driving along the highway out in the country and you see these signs, adopt a highway, you've seen adopt a highway, which poses the question, if a gay couple adopts a highway, will the highway grow up to be straight? So another thing that they did last year in Congress, I think is a good thing, they did away with don't ask, don't tell in the military. And there have been dire predictions. Oh, this is going to be a mistake. And we're gays serving openly in the military. And it's working fine. Oh, there's a couple of changes, like every morning at Reveille, the Army buglers play show tunes, but other than that. But I worry about the future. I saw one statistic said by the year 2020, that year alone, 250,000 Americans will reach the age of 100, and they will all have valid Florida driver's licenses. Now, in this campaign, there are hard, fast rules of politics that never change. One rule is that no Republican ever reached the White House without spending more time in Ohio than he really wanted to. And the other one is that, what is the other one? The other one is, well, I forget the other one. Anyway, oh yeah, no candidate, Democrat or Republican, ever got the women's vote if they reminded them of their ex-husbands. Which brings us to Mitt Romney. Now, Romney was in a little accident the other day, nothing serious, he's all right, but what happened, he had his left turn signal on and he made a right-hand turn. Now, he said on day one he wants to abolish Obamacare. That would be infanticide because the DNA test came back positive. He is the father of Obamacare. I believe his explanation of his religion, of his Mormon faith, he's absolutely opposed to same-sex polygamy. I don't like his campaign slogan, vote for me or I'll convert you when you're dead. And so my advice to Mitt Romney would be simple. I'd say, Mitt, just try to relax. and be one of yourselves. Now, as you know, during the campaign, and the Democrats have been playing this over and over again, he likes to sing America the Beautiful. Right? Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain. My money is in Switzerland, and some is in Bahrain. So vote for me, a businessman, as president I'll reign. But please don't ask what year it was when I left my job at Bain. My tax return is hidden in an offshore cave. Go look. One of my favorite heroes said it best, I'm not a crook. As president, I promise I'll still be singing this refrain. And maybe then I will remember when I left my job at Bain. When I left my job at Bain. Yeah. So he's got the nomination. And look who he beat in the primaries. Michelle Bachmann. Rick Perry, Herman Cain, Rick Santorum, and Newt Gingrich. That's like beating the Three Stooges and Laurel and Hardy. So we begin with the Congresswoman from Minnesota, Michelle Bachmann. Now, Michelle Bachmann and all of these people, they were number one in the polls at one point. And she was, about a year ago, she was number one in the polls. Well, then she slipped and she had to pull out, and we hadn't heard a thing from her in months until just a couple of weeks ago when she missed the limelight and she missed the attention. So she decided to root out Muslims in the government. It was either that or dye her hair orange, load up, and go to a movie in Colorado. And so it was Michelle. With her lame opinions strictly off the wall, seeing Muslims under every bed and under every carpet, even in the State Department, her conspiracies were led by her husband's dedication to forcing gays into becoming straight. The Tea Party decides that she is qualified to be president of these United States. Clang, clang, clang off her trolley. Clang, clang, clang in our ears. A ding-a-ling, that's Mrs. Bachmann, and the sum of all of our fears. Hosanna, cried the faithful at each speech off the wall. You'd swear that she was elected in Mississippi instead of St. Paul. And then she signed a little pledge demonstrating that she's living off the edge. For homophobes, a master plan with racial overtones applauded by the Klan. Well, she won the Iowa straw poll, beating the rest of the clowns. She's the queen of the circus, who will take to the trail with the White House to nail. That's her plan. And as if it were planned, she will stand near the man who will stand with his hand in the air. It's Barack, that ain't fair.